I think before I speak, I think I'll hand over the microphone to the right and then to the left, and then maybe I can speak.
Well, I'll say to all the three graduates, Lizzie, I can't call you Little Lizzie anymore, but you know, in my heart, you'll always be Little Lizzie. And everyone is so proud of you. Congratulations. And Randy, first time I met Randy, we had, I think it was a 2-hour conversation about everything, environment, life. I mean, you know, we just connected right away. So Randy, congratulations. I know you're going to go out there and turn the world upside down. You know, she's one of those, you know, she's the change that she wishes to see in the world. So congratulations to you, Randy, and to the parents, of course. So Telo, very special to me. Now, I am an 11th hour kind of addition to this family. And when you're building a house, there's a foundation, right? So I was not part of the foundation. This is the foundation here. So I say to you, thank you for being gracious and letting me be part of Telo's growth. Telo, you know I love you. We have our conversations. And you know you can always hit me up for one of your favorites, you know? So I am so proud of what you have achieved, and you're such a great kid. But these two did the job at the beginning. I am here for the finishing touches, and I am glad to be part of the finishing touches. So I'll pass it on.
Thank you. Okay, so good evening, everybody. I think I'm just going to say a few words because if I start talking, I might not stop. And at some point, they all know me, right? They all know me, they all know us. At some point, we need to celebrate, and celebrating means we need to dance. So I'm not going to talk about. Now, first and foremost, for Lizzie, congratulations on graduating high school. I think I've known you quite a while, where we've had parties, we've been together, we've talked, and everything else. And just to say, all of the three of you are honor students, so there's nothing else to say, because you guys know what you have. You have some brain cells, and you just need to use them. So congratulations on your graduations from high school. Now, for Randy, for those who don't know, actually, Randy and Tero are only separated within 2 weeks. Right? And we've known them for a long time, since they were kids. So Randy, congratulations on completing your high school. Of course, as Grandma said, we are expecting more, as everybody said. I'm looking forward to coming next year, or no, 4 years, and even more, to celebrate with you your achievement. I know you are going to an Ivy League school. Please just go work hard, go do what you need to do, and you are going to be successful in everything that you do. Remember, our conversations will never stop here, so we'll always continue to have the conversations. And then for Telo, you are very, very special to me. And I would say, from a parent perspective, from today or from when you finish your high school, which you graduated 2 weeks ago, this is the point where it will depend whether we actually, the two of us, were good parents or not, right? Because we've done everything that we needed to do. You are moving to college where you will not have me next to you, you will not have mom next to you, and you will not have Auntie Esther next to you. You will be alone. You will be making your decisions. I will not be knowing where you are, right? And I will not be following you. Hey, Telo, where are you? Where did you go? When are you coming back home? And that means you will be making decisions. Some of them are going to be tough. And in those making decisions, there are some that are going to be mistakes, and that's fine. Because in life, I once read a book when I was in high school that says that life is never a straight line. Yours is not going to be any straight line, just like any others. What matters is, how do you navigate those bumps and valleys that you are going through? And we've given you the best that we could. Like Grandma says, and like actually I told you when you went for your retreat, the only thing that I knew was actually going to school. And so maybe I pushed you hard from a dad perspective, really looking into your grades like probably you never looked there. But that's the only thing I knew for you to succeed. And if that is what is going to make you successful, I'll still be a proud daddy. from the time you are born until the time you will be wherever you are going to be. And I think you are going to be a very, very successful person in future. So I have to reiterate is that is the line that I knew, but of course now I know more. As you head on to your next life in college and even in future, I would like you to be well-rounded. In this life, like you know, I work in a corporate world. I've also worked in academia. Just books alone will not take you where you need to be. So go there, go to school, but be well-rounded. You will need all that in your life. You will need your grades, which you are a bright kid. I'm not worried about that. But then you will need to have some what is called life smartness in you in making those decisions, right? One of the things that I like about you that you need to continue is your emotional intelligence. What takes you out of the problem is how you approach the problem when the problem hits you, right? Because the problem will always hit you, but how do you approach it? And getting that emotional intelligence, knowing very well that today I was walking and actually tripped and I almost fell in a hole, and you wake up and you say, you know what? That was just a minor hit in my life. I know that I can do it. It's just the same way sometimes when we talk at home and hey, daddy says something and you get annoyed and walk out, and 1 minute you come and we are talking and we are laughing. That's what is called emotional intelligence. You realize that, hey, you know what? The argument we just had with daddy, that was just an argument, but it doesn't stop us having a relationship over daddy and a son. So please, you need to maintain that, because that is going to make you very, very successful in life. Because that's going to happen. For all the graduates, for all the kids that are still that are with us today, those who graduated 2 weeks ago, those who graduated maybe one week ago, and those who are yet to graduate, I have to reiterate one thing that somebody said, that within this house that you are seeing together, this is a community that you are built and a community that has built you. We believe that at the end of the day, when you are a child, you are my son, Randy's, you have your parents, Lizzie, you have your parents, but at the end of the day, this community has seen you grow. Every part of this community has contributed to your success in life, and I believe they will contribute to our success in life. You are going to go into college. The professors you are going to meet are the same professors you are seeing here. When you get a job one day, your boss that you are going to meet is probably the same as me. And I know very well at this level, you say, hey, I don't want to hear about daddy. What is daddy saying? What is Uncle so and so saying? After all, that's an old opinion, right? And that's okay today. Okay? It's okay today. What I want you to put in your back of the mind, that when you walk into anywhere you are going to go, the people you are going to meet are in this room. And if you start from this room, you are going to be successful. Always fall back onto that. If you have any questions, if you have anything, if you don't want to talk to daddy, you don't want to talk to mommy, know that you have numerous aunties uncountable, you have numerous uncles, you have numerous cousins, you have all friends around you. Please reach out. And because I said I was not going to talk a lot, and I think so I would say congratulations to Lizzie, congratulations to Randy, and congratulations to Telo. I love you all. Telo, you know that I love you, and I'm going to be there for you, whatever the case. Thank you.
I would like Gandhi's grandmother to come and stand here, because she's also a foundation.
Mama B.
What she said was true. If it was not for Danny's grandmother, I would not have gone to school, and I would not be who I am today. I am who I am because she came to take care of Danny at a very critical moment for us, Duncan and I. And I wanted to acknowledge that today. I have a paper because I like my thoughts organized. or maybe I'm not very smart. Could you translate that?
Mama Leila wacho ni in sigingi maduong' e ngimane kuom biro konyo makende gi nyathi seche mane ochako skul. Dine ok ochopo kama entie ni kane ionge.
And I am the mother, so I'm going to take my time. And I only have one child. So to Danley, this is a speech made to my son Danley. The countdown for graduation has arrived. I have always envisioned your graduation day. High school graduation may be deemed as something minor, but it is the stepping stone to greatness. Because if you don't graduate high school, then you don't have anything else. Because it is through high school that you're able to go and achieve the other things that you foresee yourself. And I may shed a tear or two, and I know Danny told me, oh, don't cry, Mama. I just wanted to let you know that a mother's tears is complicated. I am not here shedding tears because I am sad. They are not out of sorrow, but it is out of this monumental achievement that you have achieved. From the day that you were born, I had envisioned this day. And for me and your father, it is a very special day. And it is an excitement. And for me, my emotion, my tears symbolize the unconditional love that I have for you as my child and as our child. Now, from the time that I took you to kindergarten, when you were born, your grandmother came and took care of you. And I remember, Betty, stand up, please. We have not lived in a vacuum. Our success is not in a vacuum. We did not have any babysitter. So we had a baby and we didn't have anybody to take care of the baby. And I was going to school, and Duncan had to put the baby in the car and take me to school and stand at the parking lot, wait for me to finish school, class, and then come back and then go home because we didn't have money to pay for a babysitter. Betty volunteered. So sometimes Duncan will have to go to school. I go to class. Betty comes to our house and babysits Dandy. I want to put things into perspective, and I want to be very thankful to the people who were there in the beginning. Many of you know me from a very long time, back in the day. And I want to tell you that this achievement is not in a vacuum. We have all achieved. We bring up our children not all on our own. And when our grandmother came, it became easier for us to be able to do. Duncan was doing his PhD, and I was doing my studies, and it is from those early on forms of assistance that we have been able to be who we are today. And as a woman and as a mother, I have been very successful, and I am very thankful. And I just wanted to say that. Now, I wanted to be able to say that my son, Danley, has turned out to be this young, handsome, fine, mature adult. And I am very, very proud of you. You have actually exceeded my expectations. And my bar and your father's bar was so high. And I remember any time I would talk to my son, and he would say, "Mommy, I'm not as smart as you, you know, or I'm not as smart as Daddy. You know, you people, you know, you have, you know, you're just setting the standard so high." Now, look at you now. You have achieved and exceeded those standards. Because if we didn't do that, you would not be where you are today.
Thank you, Kelo's parents. Those are very, very wise words. We appreciate them. They are heartfelt. I'm also tearing.
Hello everybody. Many of you know me, I'm Jacinta. Maybe there are few individuals who don't know me. So I'm Jacinta mom. Thank you, Mrs. Labro. She is there. So anyway, it's very hard usually to follow Dan and Layla and Esther's speech. I won't lie. So this is a challenge for me, and I believe I'll stick to very few words. I promise. I only have two things, because most of the things have been said. And I would only like to reinforce to all the grads, be an all-rounded person. And I think that's kind of the theme in this hall. Only academic excellence will not take you anywhere, and I don't want to repeat myself. So be a 360 English person. And that comes with the idea that, you know, most of us, again, push you to, you know, excel, get your academics, get the A's or the B's or whatever. Yes, we do want those. But don't forget the social life, okay? So my word is balance out your life in college. You only in college for a season. It's 4 years or 5 years, and that's your life. So strive to excel academically, at the same time socially, and all other, you know, just things that can make you 360 degrees. Secondly, I'm glad, first of all, for those who don't know, my son is also at Cornell, and I'm not mentioning that because of what Cornell is, but just because Randy is going, they're going to the same college. Yes.
Yeah. Now, everything has been said, and I know it has taken long. I will have a very brief summary. First of all, my name is Maurice Otieno Odago. I'm saying that because people have different last names. Otieno, Odago, are you the same? Or are you stepsisters? So, or brothers? First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every person who took it to spare this time on a very busy day, a gorgeous day, to spend time with us. It means a lot to all of us, especially to the families whose kids were graduating today. Your friendship, your commitment to come is highly appreciated. And please enjoy. I will summarize my speech so that you can enjoy the rest of the evening. I would like to give a shout out to one of my nephews who graduated yesterday. His name is Randy too. Where is Randy? Come on in. So there have been so many parties, and so this is my nephew also. He graduated yesterday. He goes to high school in Highland, near Poughkeepsie, New York. And this young man is a very good young man. He's heading to college in Binghamton University. So we have two Randys. Thank you. You want to say something?
I just want to say congratulations to everybody graduating. It's been great few last years with Randy and Hastings, and it's crazy that we're all becoming adults and everything. Time's really flown by, and yeah, it's great. Hopefully everybody will come back for college graduation, and yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Thank you, Randy. I know my cousin Grace is here. Otieno Mbok will be on the way, but I just wanted to mention that. To Lizzie, congratulations. I got to know Lizzie a few years back, and she's been a nice young lady growing up. Randy, I don't think you've had the best person doing makeup for you in your room than Lizzie. So I remember those days, and even though I could find things on the floor, but you guys did well. I still believe that you can continue your connections. Jatelo. So as Jatelo's mom and dad have mentioned before, we know each other way back before US. I think we were in college together in Kenya over 20 years ago. And then Duncan came first, and then I came. And I have to repeat this story because when I came to the United States for the first time, Randy was not born yet. I left when Jacinta was 5 months pregnant with Randy. And she gave me a go-ahead to go after asking her 5 times. Are you sure you want me to go? I may not be back in 5 years. And then she told me, just go. I asked her again, I just told you, just go. So anyway, that was the bravest decision I had to make. And it's good that in 18 years now, almost 19, Randy is here, and we are here to celebrate her achievement. And also, while Jacinta was pregnant and taking care of all the other 2 kids, I don't want to go to the other story, but Duncan was going to visit in Kenya, and Leila is the first person who bought my bed sheets, like the beddings, when I was a graduate student at Binghamton. I still have those. It was a whole set. She took care of me. And so I sent Duncan, while you're in Kenya, you go and make sure you see Jacinta. And she did. And then Leila also made sure that I went and had breakfast because Duncan was not there, and she just needed to go and have breakfast with somebody, and she came and picked me up and took me to IHOP, and we had a nice breakfast there. So having a good network of friends, trusting friends that can trust that you are with their wives in Kenya, seeing your pregnant wife, and then the kids are born 2 weeks apart. That's amazing. It's good to have your graduation, and we are so proud of your achievement. And no matter what, no matter how harsh sometimes I think, no matter how unrealistic sometimes I sound, no matter how demanding sometimes I am, it's all out of love, and we wish you all the best. Last, to Hastings, I love you, and your sister is coming. Please make sure you keep an eye on her. and at the same time allow her to enjoy or have a day. Okay. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you, Morris. Can you give the parents a round of applause, please? So our second last agenda is to listen to the guests of honor. That is the graduates. Tello, please. Daisy and Randy, please come over. Please share a few thoughts with us.
Hi, my name is Randy. My speech is mainly thank yous because I just graduated high school and I don't really have a lot of life lessons, so I'm just listening to you guys. So first I'd like to thank all of you guys for coming and supporting me. Some of you may have known me when I was little, but I don't know you, and I thank you for that. Thank you for coming. I also thank Esther and Uncle Dan for helping my parents organize this, and everyone who helped organize this. I really appreciate it. I used my graduation as an excuse to see people, because I like to see all my cousins in one place and have fun with them at one time. I would like to also thank my high school teacher, Janice LeBrew. She's back there. Madame LeBrew, she teaches French, and Hastings and Nova had her for, I think, the same amount of years that I did. She's been a part of this family, and I feel like I can go to her whenever I need anything, and I really appreciate that from her. I would like to thank my Aunt Wanda as well, because little does she know that every time I have a hard life decision, I always ask myself, what would Aunt Wanda do? That mainly stems from my appreciation for her when I was young. I kept telling myself I wanted to be a lawyer because Aunt Wanda, everything because of Aunt Wanda, and I'm just like walking around doing that. I'd like to thank my cousins for coming. I appreciate you guys, even though you guys are really goofy. I'd like to thank my brother as well. Hastings is Hastings? Yeah.
Hi. So, yeah, these past 4 years have been very hard. You know, freshman year, I was like in school, and then like middle of 10th grade, we were like in quarantine, you know, online school. It was very difficult. I hated it. I slept in all the time, you know, and then senior year was also a great time because we were back at school. So this is mostly thank yous too. So thank you, Dad, for being there for me and you know, always taking care of me. And Mom would have been very proud of you for doing your job as a parent. And yeah. Also, I want to thank Lizette for also coming into my family at a very young age, so like 5th grade, that's when I met you. Sorry for being a brat during my middle school days. Sorry for giving you a hard time. And yeah, thank you for doing your job too.
Hi, I'm Danley, but a lot of you call me Jatello, and I usually find that kind of like not weird, but it's interesting going by two names. Like on the African side, on the Kenyan side, I get called Jatello. Yet I also go by Danley, and now I go by Dan. A lot of people don't know how to spell Danley, which is a problem. But I just want to, before I get to the thank yous, I just want to say that high school was not as all as I thought it would be. For those of you that don't know, I went to a Catholic high school that was all boys. It was all boys. I went to a public middle school, and it was a really big change. Classes in middle school, I didn't do it, but you could basically skip class in middle school and you could still pass. I didn't do that, of course, because I wouldn't be here if I skipped class. All right. Grandma, I just want to say thank you so much for babysitting me.
You can mix. Just say boyfriend, you can mix.
You can give them a standing ovation.